Hello, is my sound is audible for everyone? Hello, hello. Is there any background noise coming? Hello, this is checking on 455. Is audio is good? Hi, good evening all. This is Abu Bakr Siddiq, working as system engineer in Infosys. I have completed my MCA from Nehru Institute of Information Technology and Management, and today I am behalf of you to take a webinar on develop a chatbot for Google Assistant and get rewards from Google. So first of all, I would like to thank NAITM and all the staff members for giving me this opportunity, and I'm really excited to share my knowledge with you guys. So let's start our session. So you know, getting reward from Google, it's a little bit big deal, but it is easy to get. Getting a reward or a gift from a reputed or a very famous company is an inspired thing to all, right? So if you are ready to work, we will get. So to get the reward from the Google, we have three ways actually, according to my knowledge. So how? So by participating on code challenges. Yeah, in websites, there are a lot of companies and a lot of organizations who are conducting code challenges. So if you are ready to solve their problem or challenges, then they will reward. And the next thing is finding bugs on Google. So suppose if we found some bugs on Google, they will also reward. And the third thing is developing applications for them. So here is the thing. So through developing an application to Google, they will reward. Reward means they will reward in different ways. Sometimes they will reward with money. Sometimes they will reward with uh, some gift vouchers, like that. So today we are going to see how to develop an application or a chatbot for Google Assistant, and that will help to get reward from Google. So as we can see that Google Assistant is just like a chatbot, and by developing an application, Google is providing a free t-shirt that you can see. I have weared one, and they will reward with $200 worth gift voucher. So what we can do with that voucher means, suppose if you want to integrate some Google Maps or some any other service to our web application, means we need to pay sometime. Sometimes it will be free. So Google provides a paid service for absolutely free for 1 year that consists in that voucher, and also a very beautiful t-shirt. And suppose if we cross our application which we developed is crossed 35,000 users, means they will reward you with a Google Home mini device. So getting a gift, uh, sometimes it will be smaller, but sometimes it will be larger, but getting a gift from a big company like Google is very inspirational, guys. Suppose if you got some gift from their side, means automatically we will get some inspiration, and also we can highlight our resume or CV by mentioning that. So there are a lot of uses are there. So actually we need to know what is a Google Assistant. Yeah, Google Assistant is an artificial intelligence powered virtual assistant developed by Google that is primarily available on mobile and smart home devices. Yeah, actually it's like a chatbot that was implemented with some artificial intelligence on it. So they have implemented on our smartphones, and you can see the home, Google Home, and the third one is also Google Home, but that will call as Google Home Mini. So as I said, once if we cross our application from 35,000, then they will reward this Google Home Mini for absolutely free. Else we need to pay, and we will get it from Amazon or Flipkart or any e-commerce website. But if you cross our application uses 35,000, means we will get it. So today there are a lot of Google Assistant based applications. Some of them are news. So we will get latest news by asking to that device, and we will get weather details of our locality, and best movie, and there is ticket booking system and IoT integrations. IoT means, as we all know, that Internet of Things of integrations means we can implement Google Home along with IoT. Suppose if we want to turn off or turn off our light or fan or anything else, we can control it by saying by voice, okay Google, power off the light, power off the fan, like that. So that's what about IoT integrations. So like that, today there are a lot of applications, but those applications are not completely developed by Google. That might be developed by some persons like us. So if you are ready to develop an application, Google also welcome you and they will reward you. So this is the best chance to show your skills, guys. So actually, how does it work? If a user says, hey Google, turn on the lights, and automatically the application will be invoked, and that application will communicate into cloud, and from that cloud the whole process will be executed, and the output will go to that device. And suppose if we have some kinds of response, means then automatically it will reach to the end user. So likewise, it's like a cycle flow, it will work. So we just learned that what is Google Assistant and what we will get by developing a Google Assistant application. So for developing an application, what should we have? The first thing is a Google account. Yeah, we are all using smartphones, and we all have Gmail IDs, so everyone might have a Google account. And the second thing is most important, guys. Suppose if your application wants to reach into more users, means that should be very usable to the people and very usable to the public. So it should be user friendly. So you just think what should be very user friendly situation, what might be that. In my case, I will tell you what was I developed. In my case, my application name was Find Zip Code. The Find Zip Code application will automatically tell you the zip code of any place in India. So by searching, we know that by searching on Google, we will get zip code of any place in India. But I have developed it for Google Assistant. Suppose if you ask a zip code of any place to that device, means that will answer. So I have used some languages like Node.js, and I have used the API of Indian Post Office, and they are providing this API for free. And I have used some server like Heroku to host the Node.js application which I have developed. And Google rewarded me with this t-shirt and the $200 worth gift voucher. So I am very interested to share with you guys. You should also try, and you should inspire yourself. So as I said, we must have a simple logic that should be very user friendly to the people. That is the important thing. And the third one is the environment to develop an application. There are a lot of environments are there to develop an application, but in our case we are using an application called Dialogflow. So Dialogflow is a simple application that includes lot of artificial intelligence packages, so we can develop it very easily manner. Yeah, it provides lot of options and features for free, so we can develop it and we can deploy it and we will get the reward. So I will show you how the Dialogflow will work, and I will show you how to develop a simple application using Dialogflow. So the first thing is we need to sign in with our account on Dialogflow. So let's see. So to access the Dialogflow, you just search on your browser like Dialogflow. So you can see that Dialogflow is a natural language understanding platform used to design and integrate conversational user interface into mobile apps, web application, devices, bots, and interactive voice response system. So you will see the docs here, and this is the main page of Dialogflow. Here I will explain you these things, how to develop a simple application. For that, we need to know some features of this. The first thing is agent. So an agent is like a project name that will act like project name, and indents is like act like a conversation that will fetch the record from the user, and it will process, and it will throw the response to the user. That is called indents. And the third one is entities is like they are providing some packages like phone number package, person package, and I will show you how it will work. And the fourth one is context will create a relation between indents. And the next thing is training phrases what we can give simple training phrases. And the second last one is action and parameters, and the last one is response. So by saying in theoretical way you don't get it, and I will show you how it will work on our Dialogflow. So we are going to create a simple application. So for that so you can see that we are going to make a simple application by implementing some simple conversation on this. So suppose a user will say, okay Google, hi, and the assistant will say, hello, welcome to Google Assistant, tell me your name. So the user will say, my name is John. So the assistant, okay John. So the name which the user says, it was recorded by assistant. So how it was processed? Suppose the assistant asking your name, then you can say, it's me John. That thing also possible. So how it will work? So that thing is going to handle by Dialogflow. So for that we are on Dialogflow guys, and in left corner we can see a lot of agents I have just created, and here we can create new agent. You can see that I have created a new agent. So I am going to name it as Chatbot, and leave these things as it is, and just click on create. So you can see that our agent was created, and automatically two indents were came, that is default fallback indent and default welcome indent. So what we have done is just came to Dialogflow by signing into our account, and just created an agent. Here an agent means our project name, that's all. So we have given it as chatbot. Here automatically two indents were came. The first one is fallback indent and the second one is welcome indent. So what is this fallback indent and welcome indent? As I have mentioned, indents are like a conversation. Suppose two persons came and a conversation will happen among them. What will be that? Hey, how are you? The first person said. And the second person? Yeah, I'm just fine. So there were a request is there or input is there and just processed by the second person, and he just replied to that conversation. So an input came and output. So indents are like conversation that might have an input and an output. So automatically two indents were came. The first one is fallback indent and the second one is welcome indent. What is fallback indent and welcome indent means? I will say I will explain the welcome indent first. The welcome indent nothing but, suppose for every each and application there will be some intro part. Suppose for Facebook there will be a login page, for Google there will be a login page. So like that, login page or home page. So like that, for our application, once our application is started means automatically the welcome indent will get worked. So you should remember that the first thing is going to work is welcome indent. So whatever we are giving on welcome indent means it is going to work. And the second thing is most important thing, that is fallback indent. Yeah, fallback indent means what? It's like suppose in our case we are making some conversation with our friends and he is asking the thing which I don't know. So what will I say? I will say, yeah, I don't know, or sorry, it's not possible. Like that, suppose you have developed a chatbot and a user came and he is asking the thing which did not know by that chatbot means. What should be the reply to the user? Yeah, the chatbot should reply to the user is I don't know, sorry. So that is a concept of a perfect application. A person came and he asked any unknown question to the chatbot, and the chatbot were just like sat on idle means our application is not that much proper. So for every each and every questions our chatbot should reply to the user in proper way. So that is the concept. So to handle an unknown questions or unknown things, the Dialogflow provides the default fallback indent feature. So I think you got what is default fallback indent and what is welcome indent. So we are going to see what is the thing inside on it. So you can see that there is a context is there, and training phrases is there, and actions response as we mentioned on this slide we mentioned that these things are there. So yeah, let's see. The first thing is we are going to see is training phrases. Training phrases is nothing but what are the things a user is going to say. So according to a normal person, suppose if a conversation is going to start means automatically it will say hi or hello or how are you? Yeah, long time to see. So we should tell our chatbot what are all things going to say by a user. So that thing we should mention here. So if the users said any of these things, automatically the default welcome indent will start. And in below on response, you can see that there are by default responses are there, like how are you doing, and how can I help you, and all the things. So we are going to just say hi. So here you can see that a default response was came, that is good day. What can I do for you today? So we can see here that response was mentioned here. Okay, suppose if you want to customize our application as we said in our conversation means, that is here, hello, welcome to Google Assistant, and tell me your name. So we can delete the remaining things here. Hi, welcome to Chatbot, tell me your name please. So I'm going to save this. Yeah, it's got saved. And again I'm going to say it's like hi. So you can see the default response came here. So this is just a simple console that we can test our application, a simple console. And suppose if you want to test on advanced mode means we can test on Google Assistant directly, but I will show you that thing later. So in this case we can test here. So you can see that there are a lot of training phrases are there, and response also came as like we mentioned. We can add any response here. Hi, welcome. So in this case any of these will get worked, and we are going to save this. So again say hi. So the next response worked. So this is the thing, whatever we will give as training price, and whatever we will give as response will get worked. So the next thing is about fallback indent. Fallback indent is we can see that there are a lot of fallback indents are there that as I told you, it will work in unknown cases of chatbot. I'm saying like sorry, it came like I missed that, say that again. So these things got worked. So this role about fallback indent and welcome indent. So after this we are going to see how to create the next conversation, that is I'm going to name it as get name. So we are going to create a next conversation, that is get name, and I'm going to just save this. And here we are going to add some training prices on here. My name is John, and give it as the entity name as person, and I'm going to give another training phrase like it's me Matthew, and you can see you can give a lot of training phrase here as you wish. So how much we are giving training prices means that much our application will get worked, because we are training our chatbot like what the users is going to say. So you can mention it like it's me Matthews, and you just select the word and give the entity name like person. So from this sentence the Dialogflow will detect the person name. So that's what we are going to give this word, like I have selected, and we are going to say person. Suppose if it is country name means country, age means age, anything means anything. So the sys.any is an important thing, because suppose in some cases there is no entity will be there, so in that situation we need to give like sys.any. So here in actions and parameters means normally if you are a developer, or if you are if you know something about language means you all know that there will be variables or parameters will be there to store into database, or to process on something else, like something sometimes if you want to send mail regarding that details means we need the parameter value. So to get that we will use this section action and parameters. So in our chatbot we are going to fetch the person name, the person name. So we have given the parameter name and entity type and uh, the variable name, and here we are going to enter the response like well welcome person, nice to meet you, tell me your mobile number. So in this section the get name indent fetch the details of the name details is got fetched and asking the mobile number to the user, and I'm going to save this and let's see how it will work. So it will show agent training started and agent training completed our status, and after that we can give like hi. So it will say the first welcome indent here, hi, welcome to chatbot, tell me your name please. So I'm just saying my name is John. So here as we mentioned the Dialogflow, by using their intelligence they got the name I have entered, and suppose if you want to say like it's me Abu, so you can see I have given a training phrase like this and user said like this, so that name got fetched by get name indent. So as I have said, how much we are giving the training phrases on this section means it will work on very effectively. So you can say here in what way we will say our name. Sometimes we will not say anything, we will say only our name. In that case we can mention here. So we have created a simple indent called get name, and we have given a training phrase here, and we have given an action and parameters here and the response here. So that's what we have done in this indent, and next we are going to fetch the phone number details, so we can create another indent called get phone. Sorry, here I should mention like get phone. So I'm going to save it first, and you can add my sorry 9048936285. So we need to highlight the word we are going to fetch, so that will comes under phone number. And sometimes you will say only your number, in case like so I have given like this. Sometimes we will say only number, but this thing should not be number, it should be a phone number. Because suppose if you are given like number means only the validation of number will work, so we need to give it as phone number. And automatically in action parameters, a parameter name and value were added, so we can use this value as our parameter. So I'm going to say a response like okay, and just copy this and just paste it and confirm. Thank you, we will contact you soon. So I have here mentioned the phone number value, and we are going to end our conversation. So I'm going to say like set this indent as end of our conversation. So I'm going to save this. So indent got saved, and just say just from the beginning just say hi. So our welcome indent word, hi, welcome to Chatbot, tell me your name please. So I'm going to say my name is John. So the next Indian word called that was get name, that is welcome John, nice to meet you, tell me your mobile number. So I'm going to say like 9663244. So that phone number also got. And the conversation was end. So this is the basic concept of creating an application. Suppose if you want to make some game or some use application means you can also develop it. Sometimes when user get bored, I want to hear a joke or I want to hear a story means you can develop it. And simply you can develop it by mentioning some text responses here. So that is all the things, and this is how our application will work. As I have mentioned, first the user will say and the Google Assistant application will open and it will send some JSON request format into Dialogflow, and the Dialogflow will be processed and it will send the response to the end user. That is all about this working process. So suppose, as I have told you, I have created an application find zip code that will fetch a place from the user and it will say the zip code of any place in India. So in that case, there are a lot of processes there we need to fetch, and it should check whether it is valid or not, and according to that place we need to get a zip code of that place, and we need send back to the user. So for that purpose we have a new feature called fulfillment. So by enabling fulfillment we can access any application. That means, suppose if you want to integrate our Java application with Dialogflow, or Python application with Dialogflow, or Node.js application with Dialogflow, means we can simply enable webhook and we can create it in very easy manner. So tomorrow I will explain how to create an application in little bit advanced way, like we will fetch the parameter and we can process for email, or we can process for storing into database, that thing. So uh, today we have just covered introduction to Dialogflow application, and uh, how to create a simple application, that thing. So suppose if you have any kinds of doubt, I will insert my video that I have created before about this application making on comment section. I will refer, and tomorrow uh, we will see how to create an application using Node.js, little bit advanced thing, and how to test it, and how to deploy it on Google server, and that uh, will cost to get gifts from Google. So don't miss tomorrow's session, guys. So that's all from my side, and if you have any queries you can ask me on comment section, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, lecture is in call. Yeah, sure. I will show you how to deploy uh, our application on Google server tomorrow. Yeah, as Vijay Kumar. Yeah, after deploying our application, they will test it, and uh, we will get rewarded within 3 months if our application is got approved. So Kavya, Pavitra, why this app is used means, yeah, we all know it's a little bit difficult to type and get the result. So suppose if you want a result in easy manner, means we will get the result by voice. And suppose it's mainly it's not for the phones, it's for Google Assistant device. So suppose if you want to communicate with that device, means we will get the result. No, it's not a paid version, it's absolutely free. No, there is no payment to develop an application in Dialogflow. You can simply develop and integrate it, but uh, the server-side language is it's up to you. So earning money is not possible, as I told you, it's $200 worth gift voucher. So it's not like money. Google providing free service. Yeah, it's implementing voice means, yeah, here in my case I have just typed on our keyboard. So as we speak in English, we can just say on mic. Yeah, sure, I will share the docs link to you guys. So by visiting Google like Dialogflow, you can see a doc section here, and in that you will get a lot of details, and a lot of videos are there. Yeah, it's like gift vouchers, like as I told you, there are a lot of paid and unpaid services providing by Google, like Google Map service. Suppose if you want to integrate Google Map into your application, means in some cases it might be free, in some case it will be a paid version. But suppose if you got this $200 voucher, means you no need to pay for 1 year. That's all. Yeah, either way you can chat with to your chatbot. Either you can use voice or text. Yeah, sure. Tomorrow I will do that at the voice input section. Yes, sure. You can integrate a chatbot with your website by the help of Dialogflow. As I have mentioned, there are a lot of features are available. They are providing for to support our application Java, Python, or Node.js. Yeah, actually, Dialogflow is a separate application, but under control of Google. So, without using Google features, it's not possible. We cannot deploy it on Google Assistant server. Yeah, background programming to process text is possible. Yes. Yeah. How we can make chatbot more user friendly? As I told you guys, in training prices, we need to give the maximum thing. What we people normally you need to think in how much ways a human beings will communicate. So we need to put that all the things on that training phrases. So according to that, our application will become more user friendly. Yeah, you can use any programming language like Java, Node.js, or Python. Yeah, there are a lot of applications are out there like Dialogflow, but in my opinion, the Dialogflow is the best. Yeah, chatbot you can develop in any language, but we are saying about Google Assistant. The main concept is Google Assistant. So for developing Google Assistant based applications, we need require Dialogflow like applications. So you can use Java or Node.js or Python. Yeah, it will respond random. It will do the text processing, not text matching. Yeah, Google provides Google Translate facility to detect uh, the language who doesn't know the English. So, but that thing is not a free version. Suppose if you want to develop that kind of application, means first we need to buy that service, Google Translate service, and we need to integrate it with our application. But that service is not free. Yeah, participants will give e-certificates. Yeah, in normal cases, it should be in English. But as I said, suppose if you want to integrate in many language, means Google also providing, but sometimes we need to pay for that. Yeah, Dialogflow not only for using Google Assistant application, we can integrate that application with our application. So Dialogflow actually it is a separate, but we can connect with Google Assistant. No, actually there is no noise reduction techniques has been used, but actually it's not related to the programming concept. Actually that will related to hardware section, but I think Google provides the facility to resolve that issue also. Yeah, sure, you can integrate your Android application with Dialogflow. There will be API services and other services are providing, so you can integrate it. So that's all for today, guys. And tomorrow, as I have told you, I will explain how to create an advanced application. That means not much. By using Node.js, we will get some parameters, and I will show you how to process for email and how to process for database. So, and how I will show you how to deploy our application successfully. That will help to get reward from Google, and yourself get inspired. So I'm requesting to you everyone to join our tomorrow session to complete and to get the complete knowledge about making a dialog flow for Google Assistant. So here I'm sharing the link for tomorrow's session, and you can see on comment box, and thank you. Thanks all of you guys. Thank you.